Let's go, Titan Nation. Let's cheer them on. Let's get them going. Rev them up. Wind them up. Let's get them up here and going. Now the starters for the Lady Titans. And number 14, it's Bushnell. Number 10.
Those are your starting lineups for this matchup between the West Hancock Titans and the Macomb High Bombers. I'd like to thank everybody for joining in and watching us here. Tip-off coming here between Jaden Clymer and Jordan Hines. Starting lineups for the West Hancock Titans. Number 1, Jocelyn Little. Number 10, Lucy Woodworth. Grace Grotehouse, Jaden Houston, and Jaden Clymer. They get the tip. Grotehouse goes up with it and knocks it down immediately. Off the tip from Clymer, and the Titans get an early 2-0 lead. Bombers get across half court knowing this full court pressure from the Titans is going to be there all day, most likely. They get it down low. Good pass to Hines. Ball's on the floor. Woodworth jumps on it. Possession arrow here for the Bombers. Starting lineup for the Bombers, number 1, Kylie Robinson. Number 3, Sophie Wilson. Number 4, Jordan Hines. Number 5, Catherine Stortzum. And number 10, Drew Creasy. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Titans. Clymer has to jump on it in another jump ball. This one will head for the Titans here. Titans 7-4 on the year. Bombers 9-3. Houston with it. Gives it up. Grotehouse over to Jocelyn Little. Good passes, gets it to Woodworth, wants the foul, doesn't get it. Now on the counterattack are the Bombers and Drew Creasy. She'll hand it off to Robinson now, just swinging it around. A sort of odd 1-3-1 here from the Titans. Creasy can't go anywhere, hands it back. Nice little floater, jump shot no good, rebounded by Grotehouse. Good defense from Clymer and poked out of bounds by Jordan Hines, the junior. It'll stay with the Titans. 2-0 the score. Titans get it in. Grotehouse with it. She tries to go baseline. Kicks it over. Tries to get Clymer, and a push going to be called against Kylie Robinson. And, yes, Donna, I can call Kate for the rest of the game. Foul's going to be on number 1, Kylie Robinson. Her first foul of the game, team's first. They get it over to Clymer now. Houston, she'll go baseline. Tries to kick it back out. Good defense. Titans recover. Grotehouse with it. Woodworth thought about the 3. Nice pump fake. Good defense there from Sophie Wilson. Kicks it up to Hines now. Hines goes baseline, puts a floater up. Air ball's rebounded by Clymer. Still 2-0, 2 minutes into this one. Grotehouse with the only bucket of the game so far. They try to get it to her down low. Almost out of bounds. Throws up a shot, no good. Good rebound there from the Bombers. Robinson bringing it up. Titans back into their zone defense. Open mid-range shot. That one's good for Sophie Wilson. Evens it up at 2 apiece here. Full court pressure from the Bombers. They break it. Little gets it over. Woodworth, easy layup for two. Don't know how much longer they're going to keep that up if the Titans are breaking it that easy. And they get it over. Another easy break of the press. Layup falls. Both these teams might have to reconsider. Jordan Hines gets her first points of the game. 4-4. Get it over to Woodworth. Now to Grothaus. Woodworth with it now. Titans slow it down after breaking the press. Gets it over to Houston. Top of the key now. Clymer with it. Just swinging around, trying to find something open down on the block. They can't get anything. High pass. Turnover on the Titans. It'll be Bombers ball. Good defense there from the Bombers, not letting anything get inside. I'd like to welcome everybody in here to TSSR Game Time Line, presented by NDH with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. I'm Luke Little. Emily Hagee on the camera. There's a nice little 9-footer from Kate Stortzum. Gets the 2 to fall. Bombers take the lead 6-4. Another fast break opportunity. Goes up with it, no good. Woodworth will head to the line for 2 free throws here. The Cole Morgan Hong free throw attempts. At the line for 2, 4:36 on the clock. Second foul against the Bombers here in the quarter. That one's no good. Still 6-4. Titans JV squad struggled from the free throw line. I believe going 5 for 13. Second one is good from Lucy Woodworth. Gets it over into the corner. Open three-point shot here for the Bombers. No good. Rebounded by Little. Grothaus with it. Kick it up to Clymer. Goes up with the shot. No foul call. Out of bounds. It'll be Titans ball. Clymer looking for some contact there. Good no call by the official. Lakin Larson will check into the game here for Lucy Woodworth. They get it in. Larson with it. Kicks it over to Grothaus. Get it down to Clymer. Swings it out to Larson. Back out to Houston. Can't hold on to it. Falls to the ground. Good defense there from the Bombers. Nice bounce pass. Layup is up and good. Good ball movement there, and Wilson gets 2. Bombers now up 8-5. Grothaus with it. They lose control. Jump ball. Possession arrow for the Bombers. Good effort defensively here from the Bombers. Holding strong. Robinson going to bring it up here. Stortzum sets the screen down low. She gets the ball. Goes between her legs just a little too fast. She'll get called for the travel as she's falling down to the deck. Turnover on the Bombers. Houston gets it into Larson. Larson, good pass. Over to Grothaus. Has Little wide open deep 2. No good. Rebounded by the Bombers. Fast break chance here. They get it up a little too high. Almost a travel. Good save there. Kick it back out. This is Creasy with it. Titans get their hand on it, but Creasy retains possession. 3 minutes on the clock here in the first. Just moving it around up top. They give it to the free throw line. Clymer gets the steal. One-on-one fast break here. Clymer and Creasy. She goes up with the layup. No good. Now the Bombers with it. Good defense there from Houston. Gets her hand on it. Pokes it loose. She's got the fast break opportunity herself. Goes up left hand. That one falls. Houston gets her first points of the game with the 2-point layup. 7-8 now the score. Bombers with the 1-point lead. Larson putting pressure on the ball up top. Hines flashing at the free throw line. 3-point shot up, no good. Offensive rebound for Stortzum. Tries to go behind her back. Larson can't get her hand on it. Swinging it back around. Hines at the elbow. Just hands it off to Storts and blocked from behind by Clymer. And Dee Church will check into the game here for the Titans. Jocelyn Little will head to the bench. Wilson with the inbound here for the Bombers. Almost got called for the 5-second. Gets it into number 10, Creasy. 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 8-7 the score. Open three-point shot in the corner. Nice pump fake. They don't take it. Swing it around. Now Hines. Hines will go baseline. Has to stop. Gets it over. Stortzum knocks it down. She's got 4 on the game. They get it into Larson. Larson, good pass to Grotehouse on the middle of the court. No foul call. Ball's on the floor. Titans come away with it. They get it over across the Church. Now Clymer. 10-7 the score. Her pass almost stolen away. Over to Larson. Looking around. Gets it up top to Houston. Titans with it. Grotehouse almost a travel there. Tried to get it down on the give and go. Stolen away. I like the look, but nothing there. As the steal for the Bombers. They get it over to the corner. Quick three-pointer for Robinson. That one's good. The three-pointer falls. And the Bombers extend their lead 13-7. Houston with it. Larson gives it to Grotehouse. Over to Church. Loses control of it. Has to kick it back out to Clymer. Tries to wrap around back to Church down low. Pass just a little too far out. Turnover on the Titans. Woodworth will check into the game here for Grotehouse. And number 21, Ella Hare, will check into the game for number 3, Sophie Wilson. 1-3-1 here for the Titans. Over in the corner. Now Hines with it. She throws up a shot. No good. Church gets the rebound. Foul going to be called against Hines here. This will be her first of the game. Team's third of the quarter. Only 29 seconds remaining in the quarter, so not going to come into play. Free throws here for the Titans, most likely. And get it into Woodworth. Now to Houston. They get it up to Clymer. Great pass from Larson to Clymer, I should say. Clymer's mid-range shot no good. And a foul going to be called against Church. This will be the first team foul against the Titan. The senior picks up her first foul of the game. Timeout going to be called here, or official timeout, excuse me, as Drew Creasy will check into the game and Hines will check out. Bombers with it, swinging it around. They get it down low. And a travel going to be called against Ella Hare. Must have picked up her pivot foot before she put the ball on the floor. 13-7 the score. 10 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Larson will check out. Houston gets the inbound to Clymer. I got to break it quick here. Still 8 seconds on the clock here for a shot. They get it over to Church. Goes up with it. Layup no good. Ball is loose. Going to have to be a half-court shot. Knocked out of bounds. They'll say no time left on the clock here. And that'll end the first quarter of action. 13-7. The final score of the first. We're going to head into a quick break here before the second quarter of action resumes. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH and West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live. A quick word from one of our sponsors before the second quarter of action resumes. LJ Insurance. With locations in Keokuk and Fort Madison, they can be sure to answer all your insurance questions. Because LJ Insurance is an independent agency, they can tailor a policy to fit your needs. Call LJ Insurance today at 319-524-4223 and ask them about life, health, auto, home insurance, and more. LJ Insurance is locally focused with sound advice. Titans going to start with the ball here in the second quarter. Grotehouse with it. Gives it to Clymer now at the elbow. Hands it off to Woodworth. She drives in, puts up a shot, stripped on the way. Falls on the ball, out of bounds. It'll be Bombers' ball. Letting this game be a little more physical than the JV matchup. I personally like to see it out of the officials here. Nothing too egregious yet that they haven't called. And that ball might have went off of the leg, and they are going to say it went off the leg of Kate Stortzum. Good defense there from the Titans, just rolled all the way down the line, no chance to get it. If they would have touched it, would have been a backcourt violation anyways. Good defense from the Titans, down by 6 here. Woodward trying to get it in, has to throw it into Grotehouse. And a foul there going to be called against Stortzum. And just as I was talking about letting them play physical, they call one there. And that'll be Stortzum's first foul of the game. Woodworth looking around. Had Church open the whole time, doesn't get it to her. Gives it over to Grotehouse instead. Back to Woodworth. Goes left, fakes. Back to Clymer at the free throw line. Loses control of the dribble, and they save it before it goes out of bounds. Good effort by Robinson there. Titans struggling to hold on to the ball here. Over to Robinson again. Back to Stortzum. Just playing a back and forth hot potato game there. Down to Hines. Good defense from Church. Ball's on the floor. Church jumps on it, and a jump ball going to stay here with the Bombers. Jocelyn Little will check into the game for Jaden Houston. And a timeout going to be taken by the Bombers. We'll take a timeout as well. We're a minute in here into the second. We'll be right back after this break.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back here to TSSR Game Time Live. Camera went black for a moment, but we got it back. Foul going to be on the ground here. It'll be Titans ball. And they get it into Grotehouse. Quick pass up to Church. Gets stolen from Hines, but out of bounds before she can get to it. It'll be Titan ball. Woodworth with the inbound here. They get it to Clymer at the free throw line. Hand it off to Grotehouse. Loses control. Went right into the hands of the Bombers, but unsuspecting of getting it, they weren't ready. She gets it right back. Little with it now. Looking around. Over to Woodworth. Guarded by Creasy. Good defense from Creasy. Good defense from the Bombers. Little with it. Has to kick it over. Three-point shot from Woodworth. That one's no good. A little long. Church with the rebound. She puts it back up, doesn't roll in, and a good box out from the Bombers. They get the ball. Creasy with it here. And gives it over now Robinson. Back to Creasy. She'll try a three-pointer. That one's no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Clymer. Woodworth going for the fast break opportunity. Throws one up. They're not going to call a foul, out of bounds instead. It'll stay with the Titans. Houston will check into the game. Woodworth will check out. Some problems here with our connection. I'll have to check that in a moment. Three-pointer from Little, no good. Church gets it down to Houston. Layup is up and in. Good shot there and pass from Church. Titans get their first points of the half. First points of the half for either team. 5:33 on the clock here, 9-13 the score. 3-point shot here. That's no good, a little long. Rebounded by Hines, but tipped out of bounds. It'll be Titans ball. Larson checks in for Clymer. Here in the second quarter, 5:23 remaining. And they get it into Little. Grotehouse with it. Gets stolen away from. Little jumps back on it. The Bombers come away with it. Robinson with it, dishes it over. Long 2-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Abernathy. Bombers with it. Kicks it out. Gives it back over to Abernathy. Pass to the corner, 3-point shot, Robinson. That one's good. First points of the quarter for the Bombers comes on a 3-point shot by Kylie Robinson. She's got 6, both courtesy of 3-point land. Over to Grotehouse, now to Church. Church throws one up. That layup's good. Nice looking shot there from Dee Church, her first points of the game. Titans answer a 3 with a 2-pointer. 11-16 the score. Hines gives it down low. Church steals it away. Gets rid of it before she's called for the travel. Gives it up to Larson. Over to Houston. She'll try a 3. That one's good. State Bank of Nauvoo 3 is good for Jaden Houston. Assist to Larson. Titans coming back in this. 14-16 now the score. We're down by 6 to start the quarter. Now down by 2. Hines drives in, puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Little, and a foul going to be called against the Bombers. This will be the second team foul of the quarter. Clymer checks back in for Grotehouse. The foul is on Jordan Hines, her second of the game. Robinson leading the scoring here for the Bombers so far with 6 points. Houston leading the scoring for the Titans. She's got 7. Kicks it out. Clymer with it. Guarded by Hines. 3:40 on the clock here in the second quarter. Finds Church. Nice pass down low, but better defense there from Wilson. Tips it out of bounds and off of the hand of Houston Cutting. Stevenson will check into the game here as Dee Church will check out. The Bombers have had beautiful defense on the back cut so far. Second time they've been there to prevent the easy layup. Dakota Thorman will check into the game for the Bombers. And they swing it over. Wilson with it. Gives it back up to Robinson. Now Thorman. Doubled in the corner is Sortzum. Skip pass across. Nothing open yet. Baseline drive. Kick out. Open 3. Sortzum. She'll try it. Doesn't get it. Pass wasn't clean. She gets her own rebound. And the Bombers have another opportunity. 3 minutes on the clock. Gets doubled. Back out. Thorman, she'll try 3. Good looking shot. It's in. The junior knocks down a 3, her first attempt of the game. Makes it 19-14. Over to Larson. Guarded by. Beautiful pass down low. Clymer can't finish the layup. Now Little with it. Clymer now. Showing her dribble moves against Thorman outside. Stevenson gives it over to Houston. Just swinging it around. Clymer will try to go inside. Throws one up. Fouled on the way. She'll head to the free throw line for 2 Cole Morgan Halling free throw attempts. Titans so far 50%. Only 2 attempts so far, courtesy of Lucy Woodworth. First free throw. That one is good from Clymer. Her first points of the game. The JV squad for the Titans went 7 for 16 from the free throw line. Second one is good by Clymer as well. She's got 2. Makes it 16-19. Swinging around. Wilson with it. Gives it back up top. Thorman will tip it out of bounds. It hit the official initially, so it wasn't out of bounds at first. If it would have stayed in bounds, it still would have been legal even if the official was out. Clymer with it. 2 minutes on the clock. Give it down to Stevenson. Hands it off to Little. Back out to Houston. She tries to go baseline. Tough little layup. Puts her shoulder down. Clymer now. Her putback layup. That one rolls in, and Clymer injured on the play, but she got the bucket. Now Titans down by 1, 18-19. Clymer gets the steal, but throws it away to Abernathy. Throws up the layup. No good, but fouled by Stevenson. The freshman picks up her first foul of the game. Church is most likely going to come in here for Clymer. Grotehouse going to check into the game as well. Free throw from Abernathy. That one's short, no good. Church checks into the game. Clymer stays in. Larson and Stevenson will check out. Grotehouse will also sub in for the Titans. Ella Harrell check into the game here for the Bombers. Creasy will check out. Second free throw from Abernathy. No good. Clymer gets the board. Houston with it. Drives inside. Puts up a tough layup. No good. Hits the deck. Robinson with the fast break. She'll just go up with it. Good defense from Clymer, but Robinson fights through it. Gets the layup to fall. She's up to 7. 21-18 the score, 1:15 on the clock here. Get it over to Church. Titans down by 3. Houston loses control of it. Wilson with it now. Her layup no good. Church gets the rebound. Grotehouse with it. Titans on the counterattack. And a timeout going to be taken by the Titans with 57 seconds left. We'll take a quick timeout as well. This is LJ Insurance bringing you West Hancock Titan Sports and TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Titans with the ball. Church, nice pass to Little, no good. Clymer gets the rebound. Puts up a shot, fouled on the way. She'll head to the line for 2. 2 Cole Morgan-Halling free throws coming here for Clymer. She's 2 for 2 already. Titans 75% from the line here in the game so far. Her free throw up and in. 19-21 now the score. Titans have been trailing for most of the game. Got out to an early lead. Bombers took it back. 20-21 the score. Bombers with it, 40 seconds remaining. Has Thorman wide open down low, puts up a layup. That one's up and in. Dakota Thorman, her second bucket of the game. She's up to 5 here. Clymer with it. Little will try a three-pointer. That's no good. Rebounded by Grotehouse, and the Titans have 23 seconds remaining on the clock here in the second quarter. Pass down low. Clymer, wide open layup. It's going to be on the ground. But that might be the 15th foul against the Bombers here, so she might head to the line anyways. She is going to head to the line for 2 free throws, even if it is on the ground. 18.5 seconds remaining here on the clock in the quarter. Clymer so far 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Struggled from the free throw line in the Keokuk matchup. I believe missed 6 free throws. So far, she's knocked down 5 in a row. 21-23 now the score. Second free throw from Clymer. That one rolls in. She's 6 for 6 from the line. 22-23. Titans down by 1. Bombers trying to extend their lead going into the break, and kick ball violation going to get called against Clymer. It'll stay here with the Titans, or with the Bombers, excuse me. Wilson going to have the inbound. 10.7 seconds remaining on the clock here for Macomb. They get it into Robinson. 9 seconds on the clock. Grotehouse putting some pressure. 6 seconds on the clock. Screen from Abernathy. 3 seconds on the clock. Steal. Houston's got it. 1 second. They give it up to Grotehouse. Has to put it up. Oh, she went for the layup instead. Just barely. Doesn't get it up in time. Instead of shooting a floater, she tries to get the layup. Would have gave the Titans the lead. Instead, time expires and the Titans are down 1, heading to the locker room. Tight matchup here. We're going to head to a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds with some halftime stats for you here on TSSR Game Time Live.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back here, TSSR Game Time Live. Got some halftime stats for you. We'll start off with the trailing West Hancock Titans. They got 22 at half. 2 points belongs to Grace Grotehouse and Dee Church so far. 3 to Lucy Woodworth. 7 to Jaden Houston. And Jaden Clymer has 8 points at halftime. All 8 coming there in that second quarter. 6 of which coming from the free throw line. Now for the Bombers, they got 23. 2 points to Jordan Hines, 4 points to Sophie Wilson and Kate Stortzum, 5 points to Dakota Thorman, and 8 points. The tied leading scorer of the game so far with Jaden Clymer is Kylie Robinson with 8. Knocked down 2 3-pointers. The only 3-pointers, or 2 out of the 3 3-pointers, for the Bombers so far. Titans only 1 3, courtesy of Jaden Houston, the sophomore. Been a tight matchup back and forth here in the game so far. Titans do a good job. Only 1 missed free throw on the game. They're 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Bombers need to find some way to get to the charity stripe more often. Only 2 free throws attempted so far for the Bombers, and both of them were missed. That was Aaliyah Abernathy with those attempts. Only 10 points in that quarter there for the Bombers. Titans had 15. Just getting closer back into this one. In the game against Keokuk earlier this week, the Titans gave up 24 points in the third quarter alone to Keokuk. The Bombers, like Macomb, had 23 at half, scored 24 in the third quarter. So trying to prevent that from happening again, 2 strokes of that in a single week would be horrible for this Titan team. 8 minutes to go until we come back for the second half of action. We're going to head to a quick halftime interview with Dwayne Hulett. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live after this.
Oh, welcome back. We're here with Adrian McGregor. Adrian, you're a Macomb guy.
Yes.
So you're living in Macomb, working at MDH.
Yes.
What's your position?
So I'm the Vice President of Clinical and Support Services here at the hospital. I have about 120 employees that roll up my direction through the organizational chart. And probably the easiest way to explain, is I have a great group of department directors that work for me. So areas like radiology and lab and physical therapy and cardiopulmonary services, those are kind of the main areas that roll my way. And then on the support side, pretty much all things with the plant, the facilities, keeping it clean, construction, all of that rolls up in my direction as well. So I never am bored, and I have plenty to do every day. So sometimes it feels like I just need more daylight than I need work. But this is a great organization, and I work with some of the best people in this community, and I'm proud of that. Mostly proud of all that they are and all that they do, and the employees and what they contribute to the organization. We have a great group here.
Well, two things that caught my attention in what you mentioned. There's been a lot of construction going on, so you've had a lot to deal with. Maybe we could hit on that.
Sure.
But I don't know that in any of the times that I've done these interviews that we've talked about keeping the facility clean.
Yes.
I think those are the forgotten heroes of this place, right? Because if any place needs to be clean, it's here.
Yes.
How important and how much effort goes into keeping a hospital clean?
Well, I can tell you a tremendous amount of effort is made at keeping the facility clean. And just to give you an idea of the complexity of that, we have 14,000 visits a year in our emergency department, for instance. Everybody that comes to the emergency department is most likely having a bad moment of their day, or could be a game changer for their year or even beyond. And so obviously that high volume, that equates to 40 or 50 patients a day. You got to have a clean place for every patient coming in hour by hour, minute by minute. And so that area just alone has to be kept clean. But then when you expand out to, we have approximately 800,000 square feet that needs to be kept clean throughout the entire hospital.
That's a lot of feet.
We do have a lot of employees engaged in that area. Jimmy Rogers actually oversees that area and then some. And so he has put together a team within our environmental services department to ensure cleanliness within the four walls of the hospital alone, but then also partners with several independent contractors that work on some of our business buildings or our physician buildings in other clinics that we have that aren't even located in Macomb. And so he and I have worked closely together over the past 3 years on this. And it was a struggle during COVID for sure, because you want to ensure that every area is cleaned, not only daily, but at times within every hour, if not more. And so it is a valiant effort. It's so important that Medicare watches for any type of hospital-acquired infection that could be picked up from the hospital. So our job is to stay clean, keep clean, and be even cleaner than mom or grandma would ever want you to have. So
a lot more than washing hands.
It really is, and hand washing is part of that as well. In our infection control department, who would have thought that within healthcare that keeping your hands cleaned every hour, every day, after every and even during patient interactions could be a game changer with preventing further infection. And we watch it very, very closely. And of course, everywhere you go, you see not only sinks and patient care areas, but hand gelling in and throughout that. And so we have to, it's what we do. It's not, oh, wow, that's a lot. It's what you do in healthcare. You have to do it. It takes care of patients. It takes care of practitioners. It is basic and fundamental, but when you do it, the outcomes are pretty clear. You help patient care. You prevent infections from happening that shouldn't have happened, number one. Number two is your staff stay healthier as well.
Which is key in today's world.
Absolutely.
Well, Adrian, I greatly appreciate you coming and talking. And we just touched on some of the stuff that you deal with on a daily basis. So I'm sure we can talk to you again about some other things.
You bet.
But it was fun talking about the things that people kind of, I think, forget about a little bit, to get left behind. We talk about the doctors and the nurses all the time. We don't talk about the people that keep that stuff rolling. So I appreciate you being here. And
thank you so much. It was wonderful. Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back here. Warsaw High School's second half going to come underway here. Both teams coming out of their huddles. The Bombers going to have a lead 23-21 starting the third, but the Titans get the ball. Titans had a chance to take the lead there at the end of the second quarter. Grace Grotehouse had a layup, but just barely couldn't get rid of it in time before time expired. Titans with it here. Houston's going to have it. Pressure from Wilson, just moving it around. Drive from Grotehouse. Good defense there from Stortzum, but the Titans get it back. Had a chance to get a fast break rolling, but good job by the Titans to recover. Clymer with it. Houston. Nice back up from Grotehouse. Pass to Clymer. Layup is fouled on the way up. Misses the shot. But she'll head to the line for 2 free throws. And, boy, I hate to jinx it, but so far she's been perfect from the line, 6 for 6. 7:30 on the clock here. First free throw from Clymer. First Cole Morgan Halling free throw is good. Titans tie it up at 23 here. First time since the first quarter it's been tied. Second free throw is good, and the Titans get the lead. Also the first time they've had the lead since within the first 3 minutes of the game. 24-23 the score here. Bombers get it down low. Blocked by Clymer. Hines' shot is rejected, but they get the ball back. Robinson tries to answer, no good. Rebounded by Clymer, and the Titans get it back. Clymer with it here. Working against Hines, crosses half court. Hands it off to Grotehouse. Woodworth gets it top of the key. Try to find Clymer down low. Hines, good defense, gets tripped by Woodworth. That'll be a foul against Woodworth and the Titans. Her first foul of the quarter. And Hines takes a hit on the floor. Hopefully she's all right. Madeline McClure will check into the game here for Hines. Her first minutes of this matchup. That's the first foul against Lucy Woodworth here in this one. Corner three, that one's good. Nothing but net there for Drew Creasy, her first points of the game. Bombers get the lead back, now up 2. Woodworth with it. Loses control of her dribble. Grotehouse now working against Stortzum. They kick it over. Trying to find Clymer down low. Houston gets it to her, gets triple teamed out to Little. Now Woodworth, she tries a three-pointer. That one's good. State Bank of Nauvoo 3 is good for Lucy Woodworth. She's got 6, and the Titans now take the lead back. Up by 1. 2 minutes into the quarter. 6 minutes remaining. The zone here from the Titans. They get it down to McClure. She kicks it out. Open 3. Another one for Drew Creasy. She's got 6 here in the quarter. 29-27 the score. And a foul going to be called against the Bombers. Church is going to check into the game here. Foul's going to go on Creasy, her first of the game. Or rather, tipped out of bounds, correction. Houston with it, now down low. Jump ball going to be called. It'll be Bombers basketball. A lot of jump balls in this game so far. 27-29 the score. Bombers a chance to extend their lead by more than one score. They get it down. Stortzum takes the little 14-footer, no good. Another jump ball right on cue. This one will go for the Titans. Good shot there from Stortzum, just doesn't fall. She's got 4 on the game. Hasn't scored since the first quarter, however. They get it into Clymer. Full court pressure here from the Bombers. Titans got to get it across. Houston with it. They're going to get called for a 10-second if they don't get this here soon. There it is. 10-second violation. Clymer was content dribbling it across, but had a couple of open players she didn't give it to instead. It's going to be Bomber basketball. Good defense there. Robinson going to have it now. Give it to the corner. Creasy's hit 2 threes in a row. They might try to go back to her. Wouldn't be surprised. She's cutting on baseline to the three-point line. Now McClure kicks it out. Wilson thought about the three. And a foul going to be called here. They're going to get McClure or Wilson here with the foul. It's going to go against Sophie Wilson, her second foul of the game, team's third of the quarter already. 5:02 on the clock. And they get it over to Grotehouse. And a foul going to be called, easy foul call against Robinson. They got to be careful. 4 fouls already, still 5 minutes to go in this quarter. The Titans will go to the line for every foul now for the rest of the quarter. Little trying to get it in, and 5 seconds going to be called. Little thought it was kind of quick, but another turnover on the Titans. Stortzum will get it into Robinson here. Just swinging it around. McClure flashes at the free throw line, loses control of it. Church comes away with the ball. Now Clymer with it. Looking around, one-hand pass up to Grotehouse. Gives it over to Church. Kicks it out to Houston. She'll try a three. That one's no good. Push in the back going to be called here against Clymer. Second team foul against the Titans here in the quarter. Her first foul of the game. They're actually going to, correction, for a second I thought they were crediting Jocelyn Little with the foul, but it is going to go against Clymer. Creasy going to bring it up here for the Bombers. They get it down low, but tipped by Clymer before they can get there. Church comes away with the steal. Good hands by Clymer. Kicks it up to Woodworth now. Loses control of it. Abernathy gets it. Was thinking about moving before she got the ball in her hands. Three-pointer no good by Robinson. Woodworth tips it out. Clymer comes away with it. Clymer loses her dribble. Ball on the floor. 10-second violation against the Titans, and there it is. Coach Kane was looking for it, and he gets it there. Titans, that's their second 10-second violation here of the quarter. Bomber pressure, not even giving the Titans a chance on offense, it seems. McClure flashes again. They give it down to Abernathy. She was open for a second, blocked by Church. Good defense there, goes straight up. Kicks it up to Houston, beautiful pass. She has a layup and a foul, and one. Jaden Houston heading to the line for 2. She's got 9 on the game. A chance to get one more and get double digits here at the Cole Morgan Halling free throw line. Grotehouse and Stortzum will check into the game. And Little and Wilson will check out. And Jaden Houston, her first free throw of the game. It's up, no good, off the back rim. Good box out by Abernathy. And Clymer is going to get called for the foul, reaching over her second foul too quick here for Jaden Clymer. Tied game 29-29. Close one here between the Bombers and the Titans so far. 3:40 on the clock here in the third. Bombers working it around on the key. And over in the corner is Robinson with it now. Abernathy swings it over. Can't find anybody cutting yet. Baseline goes Creasy. They're content with taking their time here on this possession. Got it into the void. Now Robinson, she gets double teamed. Tough position here. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Kane. We'll take a quick timeout here as well. 3:08 on the clock. We'll be right back after this.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
.308 on the clock here in the third quarter. 29-29 the score. Bombers have 5 team fouls. Titans here on with 3. Both teams getting close to foul trouble as a team. No individual player really close to anything crucial just yet. If the Bombers foul, Titans will head to the line. Titans only have 1 more to give here in the quarter. 3 minutes remaining. Nice shot from Abernathy, just a little long. Rebounded by Woodworth. And gives it up to Clymer. Back to Grohouse. Hits Houston over near the corner. Swinging around up top. They find Church down low. Had a chance to kick it out, but fouled, so she'll head to the line for 2 free throws here. And some free points possible here for the Titans at the charity stripe. Dee Dee Church at the line. She's got 2 so far here in the game. Titans can take the lead back. First free throw attempt here for Church. And that one's up and good. Titans have only missed 1 free throw so far. They're 10 for 11 here in the game. 91% from the line. Second one is up and good. That math I don't think is right either. 30 points here for the Titans. Misses the second one. They're 10 for 12 now. Swinging it over. 3-point shot from Robinson. No good. Rebounded by Church. Falling away. Gives it to Woodworth. Now up to Houston. Has Clymer over on the opposite side. Goes up with the layup. Almost got the and one. She'll head to the line for a free throw here. 2:26 on the clock. If you hear some stomping behind me on the microphone, we got 2 young Titan fans playing hide and seek on the bleachers. Houston knocks down the first free throw. Titans now 11 for 13. Couple subs coming to the game. Abernathy and McClure check out. Thorman and Hare will check into the game. Second free throw is good by Houston. She's got 11 here in this match. 32-29. They get it down low. Good tip by Grohouse. Church comes away with it. Gives it up to Clymer. Good dribble moves here from Clymer. Goes up with it, fouled, but they're going to call a charge on Clymer. I think she wanted to finish the play after some nice dribble moves. She'll get called for it. That's her 3rd foul of the game, team's 4th, so the next one will send a Bomber to a line. A little check into the game here. Robinson with it. Bombers down by 3. Corner. Stormsum. 3. That one's in. Stortzum knocks it down. All squared at 32. Get it down to Church at the block. Throws a layup up. No good. Just a little hard. Tipped out of bounds by Church. And it'll be Bomber basketball. Bombers 9 points this quarter, all coming from a three-pointer. Stortzum with 1 and Creasy with 2. Titans have 10 points here, only 1 three-pointer. 5 points coming from free throws. Church gets the steal, but stolen back by Robinson. Goes up with the reverse layup, no good. Church with the rebound. 124. Throws a heave up to Houston. Gets fouled, and she'll head to the line for 2. Houston 2 for 3 from the line here so far. 32-32, Titans can take the lead back. The foul will be on Ella Hare, her 3rd of the game. First free throw is good. $13 points for the Titans from the free throw line. Second one is no good here by Houston. Minute 15 on the clock in the 3rd. Bombers with the ball. Down by 1. Get it over into the corner. Larson going to check into the game here. Open three-pointer in the corner. No good. That one long by Stortzum. Titans with the chance to extend their lead. And they get it up to Grotehouse. Down to Church. Gets doubled immediately. Spins out of the double team somehow and gets the layup to fall. Nice bucket there from Church on the post moves. They give it to the corner. She's in her bag. Stortzum in the corner now. Back up top. Creasy with it. Back to the middle. Three-pointer from the corner. That one's good. A great answer there from Robinson. Another three-pointer, and it's 35-35. Grotehouse drives in, throws one up. Gets bailed by the foul call. She'll head to the line for 2 here. 2 points for Grace Grotehouse here in the game so far. Bombers with 4 three-pointers this quarter. 17 seconds remaining on the clock. Free throw by Grotehouse, not good. 5 missed free throws from the Titans. 12 makes. Larson will check into the game for Houston. Second one from Grotehouse is good. She makes 1 out of the 2 from the Cole Morgan Halling free throw line. The foul earlier was on Kylie Robinson. That's center to the free throw line. That's her 3rd of the game. 10 seconds on the clock here for the Bombers. They're down by 1. Can take the lead heading into the 4th. Kick it over to the corner. Robinson thought about the 3, drives inside. 2 seconds, throws it up, blocked by Church. And Woodworth comes away with the ball. Good defense from the Titans. They have a 1-point lead now. Bombers had it heading into the half. Now Titans got it 36-35. We'll head to a quick break between the quarters. Be right back after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
(36-35) the score here. Bombers gonna have the ball. Down by 1. They give it into Robinson. Leading scorer for the Bombers so far with 11 points on the game. Kick it over. Now Hines with it. Drives inside. Loses control of it, but they get it back out. Now Creasy with it. Moving it around up top. The drive inside by Robinson. Foul going to be called against the Titans. This one might go on Clymer, which would be her 4th of the game. Titans cannot lose her. The way that she's been shooting from the free throw line especially. 4th foul on Clymer. One more and she'll be out of the game. She'll head to the bench for now. See her later. Church is going to have to play some big minutes here for the Titans now. They're looking around, they get it in. Foul and one. Creasy's going to head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul's going to go on Jocelyn Little, her first, and the Titans already at 2 fouls in the quarter, not even 30 seconds into it. Free throw here to go up by 2 for the Bombers. Free throw is up, no good. Tipped out of bounds. I thought it was tipped out of bounds by Church, but Hines inclines to save it. Does not get it in time. Bombers with a 1-point lead, 37-36. Jocelyn Little with it. They give it over. Grohouse pass to Church. Church loses control, but fouled by Kate Stortzum. Her second of the game, team's first of the quarter. Woodworth going to check into this one for Larson. Only in for about 40 seconds. Grohouse now going to have the inbound. Gets it into Little. Back out to Grohouse. Grohouse loses control of it. Out of bounds between her legs. That'll be a turnover on the Titans, and the Bombers with the chance here with a 1-point lead. And correction earlier, I think I said it was 2 fouls on Stortzum. She has 3 now in the game. Corner three-pointer is up. That one's good. Stortzum knocks it down. Another three-pointer here. She's up to 10 on the game. Extends the lead to 4, and a lot of contact. And a travel going to be called against Grohouse. I hope Creasy's all right. Some heavy contact on the floor. No foul called. 4-point lead, 40-36 for the Bombers. With the ball. Get the inbound in to McClure. Kick it back out. Robinson with it. Gets it out. Creasy. Robinson tries a 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Little. Stolen away by Stortzum. McClure takes a shot. She knocks it down. Madeline McClure gets it, her first points of the game. And Grohouse is quickly fouled by Stortzum. Or knocked out of bounds, rather. Timeout going to be taken here by the Titans. We'll take a timeout as well. Bombers extending their lead. They've got 7 on the quarter, 6-point lead for them. TSSR Game Time Live. We'll head to a quick break. Be right back.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back here to Warsaw High School, 36-42 the score, 6:38 on the clock. Bombers with the 6-point lead. Clymer still on the bench for the Titans with 4 fouls. And she's just going to check in now. Stortzum gives it over. 3-pointer, that's big. No good, though, from Creasy. Titans with a chance to shrink this lead. Grohouse gets it. Has to cross half court. Almost a 10-second call. Gets it over to Houston. Now Church with it. Finds Woodward down low. Throws one up. No foul call. Rebounded by Grohouse. She tries to go up with it. Fouled As she's going up for it, this will be the second team foul against the Bombers. She should be heading to the line for 2. Clymer going to check in. Grotehouse 1 for 2 from the line so far. And no points for the Titans here in this quarter. Free throw from Grotehouse. That one's good. Titans need all the points they can get right now in this short amount of time before the end of regulation. Larson will check out of the game. I do notice our screen is glitching. I'll try to get that all sorted out here in a moment. Second one is good as well for Grotehouse. 38-42 the score. And they kick it over. Stortzum with it, gives it back. Bombers with it. And looking around. Another corner kick, back up top. Stortzum with it. Good closeout by Woodworth. Corner, three-pointer. That one's up, no good, just long. Offensive rebound by Robinson. Stortzum has an open look. She'll try the three. That's no good either. Church comes down with the rebound. Titans down by 4. Gives it up to Clymer. And a travel going to be called on Clymer. 5:28 on the clock. A turnover by the Titans. Robinson with it. And give it over to the corner. Stortzum kicks it back. Robinson thought about the three, drives inside. Jump ball, possession arrow for the Titans. And they'll have a chance here, down by 4. Shrink this lead just a little bit. 5:13 on the clock. Sub comes into the game. Sophie Wilson checks in for Kylie Robinson. Robinson still the leading scorer with 11 points on the game so far. They get it into Clymer. Back to Houston. Houston the leading scorer for the Titans with 12 in the game. Grotehouse with it. 5 minutes on the clock. Up to Clymer now, guarded by Hines. They're just swinging around. Trying to find Church down low. Good defense by McClure. Gives it to Clymer instead. Goes up with the layup, no good. Tipped out of bounds. A foul going to be called against Grotehouse. This will be the third team foul against the Titans. The first against Grotehouse here today. She has 5 points on the game. Eerily quiet here. Everybody's waiting for the next big play to happen. 4:30 on the clock. Creasy with it. Has Hines down low, possibly open, but doesn't give it to her. Has McClure flashing at the line. The next time out, I'll go and try to fix our camera to see what the problem is with all this blackout. Turnover out of bounds. McClure throws it away. It'll be Titan ball. Still down by 4. Inbound here from Woodworth. Gets it in. Grotehouse with it. And gets it over. Houston, nice dribble move. Can't get any farther inside. Clymer now. Set and determined to get it over to Woodworth. Houston falls on the ground. Ball's loose, picked up by the Bombers. 3:55 on the clock. They give it over. Could have been a foul down low. Fans wanting it. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Bomber basketball. Robinson going to check into the game here. Inbound from Creasy. Gets it into Robinson. 3:40 on the clock. Guarded by Clymer. Deep outside. Gives it to the corner. Creasy with it. Creasy goes baseline. Out of bounds. Coach Kane tried calling a timeout for the Bombers. Instead, they're just going to call it out of bounds. Trying to get it in somewhere. They have to launch it up. Almost the backcourt violation. Foul is on the floor. They're going to call it. And this will be the 4th foul against the Titans here this quarter. Inbound here from Stortzum. 3-point shot. Doesn't take it. Wilson kicks it back out. And a timeout going to be taken by, 30-second timeout going to be taken by Coach Jackson Kane. We'll head to a quick break ourselves. We'll be right back after this here on TSSR Game Time Live.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back. Warsaw High School 42-38. No scoring as of recent. 4 team fouls against the Titans, though. That's going to be huge coming down to the wire here. Only 2 points for the Titans this quarter, 7 for the Bombers. They get it in. Easy layup up and in for Robinson. She's up to 13 on the game. Titans now down by 6. And I did try going to fix the camera, but didn't get it. Timeout going to be taken by the Titans here. Bombers extend their lead to 6. 2:50 on the clock. No points from anybody on this Titan team except for Grace Grothaus from the free throw line here in the 4th quarter. 3 players with points for the Bombers. Kylie Robinson just there with that layup. Kate Stortzum with the 3 and Drew Creasy with a 2-pointer and 1 opportunity. Didn't make the free throw. 2:50 here, Titan ball. Need to score here. It almost seems. Plenty of time left in the game to come back, of course. Trying to get it in. They get it to Clymer. And a foul going to be called against Stortzum, potentially. They are going to give it to Stortzum. I thought she was playing very clean defense personally, but they're going to give her the foul. 3 fouls now for the Bombers. They get it in. Foul going to be on Hines. Hard foul right in front of the student section. Now 4 fouls for the Bombers. Clymer's all right getting up, but that was a huge hit down there. Tripped and a couple of bodies land on each other. 4 fouls. Now both teams will head to the line no matter what. And that's the 4th foul on Hines as well. 2 players in foul trouble. They get it up to Clymer. Hines rips it out of her arms. Groshout saves it. Clymer with it, gives it over to Groshout. Slips through her hands, and a foul going to go on Stortzum, and she's going to foul out of the game. Kate Stortzum is going to have to head out of this one, I believe. They're actually going to give it correction to Kylie Robinson, who has 4 fouls now. Stortzum still has 4. Now 3 players with 4 fouls for the Bombers. And at the free throw line is Grothaus. The first one is good. Titans need that. Down by 5 now. Second free throw, that one rolls in. Big shot there for the Titans. And I do apologize, this screen blacking out is just as annoying to me as it is for you folks back home, I imagine. I do apologize for it. 2:30 left in this game. They give it back. 3-point chance from Stortzum. Now it's no good. Rebounded by Woodworth. Titans with a chance here, down by 2. Turnaround jumper for Church doesn't roll in. Ball goes out, rebounded by Robinson. Bombers with it, tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it's staying with the Bombers. 2:07 on the clock. Again, 3 players here for Macomb in foul trouble. Only 1 for the Titans. Clymer has 4. Her next one and she's out. Hines will head to the bench. She has 4 fouls. Robinson and Stortzum the other 2 with points. Creasy with it. Now Wilson looking around. Gives it over Stortzum. Spin move, nice mid move, heads to the lane. Gives it out to Abernathy. Hits the deck. Wilson gives it over. Creasy doesn't take the 3. She holds onto it. Kills some time. Now Abernathy had somebody wide open in the paint. They still have somebody open in the paint. They're not getting it to her. And a timeout going to be, they're going to call a timeout before the jump ball. Jump ball would be for the Bombers anyways. A timeout going to be taken. 44-40 the score. We'll take a quick timeout here as well. We'll be right back after this.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Titans coming out of their huddle here. 1:35 on the clock. Got to have a couple defensive stops here. Maybe head to the free throw line. Points without time coming off the clock would be huge here for the Titans, so they can get some cheap fouls against the Bombers, particularly against Kylie Robinson. That could be their best mode of attack right now. The inbound here for the Bombers. They get it in. That's going to be Titan ball. They're going to give it to the Bombers. Correction, I thought that was right off the leg of Robinson. I'll try to get another look at that here in a moment. Inbound here from Stortzum. Gets it into Wilson. Titan team falling back. And Wilson with it. After looking at that play again, I do think correct call was made. Out on Woodworth. 5th foul against the Titans. Robinson's going to head to the line for some free throws. Bombers, so far in the game, 0 for 3 from the free throw line. That'll be the 2nd foul against Woodworth. First one here for Robinson. Doesn't make it. Still a 4-point lead. Church checks into the game here for Woodworth. Hines checks into the game as well, along with Dakota Thorman for the Bombers. 5-point lead here if Robinson makes it. That one's good. Nice shot. They get the inbound into Grotehouse. 1:15 on the clock. There's still time to play here, but the Titans got to go quick. They get it over to Church. Trying to find Clymer down low. They can get a foul on Hines. That would be huge. Houston with it. Skip pass over to Little. Tries to go baseline. Stripped out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Titans. Can run an inbound play here. Grotehouse going to have the inbound for the Titans. 40-45, a minute left. They get it over. Clymer hits the decks. They want a foul. Grotehouse drives inside. Puts one up. Gets fouled. Will head to the line for 2. Almost had a 3-point play there, but free throws will be good enough for the Titans right now. They'll put some pressure on the inbound for sure. Wilson checks into the game, along with Woodworth. Church will head out. Grotehouse at the line for 2. Needs to make both of these really here for the Titans. That one's off the front of the rim. Her second miss of the game. Grotehouse here, second shot. That one's no good either. Stortzum did foul out of the game with that last foul. Some pressure. Titans get it. Wilson gets it back, though, now on the fast break. And they're going to call a quick foul there against Houston. Don't know if I love that call, but it will send Wilson to the line. 2 shots here for Wilson. 1 for 4 as a team from the line. Make that 2 for 5. Wilson trying to extend their lead and makes it 6. 42 seconds on the clock here. That shot's up and good. Wilson, nothing but net from the free throw line. And they get it into Woodworth. Getting trailed from behind. Gives it over to Little. Travel going to be called. She wanted to put it down on the floor, but ended up just jab stepping and gets called for the travel. Abernathy and Ella Hare are into the game now. 7-point lead here for the Bombers. Their lead has skyrocketed. They've scored 12 in the quarter. Titans only scored 4 from the free throw line. Could have been a foul there against Houston. They don't call it. They're trying to slow down just a little bit. Good dribble move from Robinson, and a foul going to be called against Jocelyn Little. It'll send Robinson to the line. Looks like the Bombers are going to come away with this for their 10th win of the year and improve to 10-3. And the Titans will fall to 7-5. We'll see how these free throws go. The first one's missed. Still 20 seconds left in this game. Thorman checks into the game. Hare and Abernathy head to the bench. Second free throw, that one's up and good. They get the inbound into Grotehouse. And a travel going to be called against Grotehouse here. We'll see if the Titans foul. Inbound here from Drew Creasy. Trying to find something. Gets it into Abernathy. She gets instantly fouled by 3 Titan players. Abernathy 0 for 2 from the free throw line so far today. Has a chance to get her first points. First free throw. That one is no good. Second free throw here for Abernathy. Sub going to come in if she makes it. That one's good. Abernathy makes it, gets her first point of the game. 1 for 4 from the line, but she's into the stat sheet. They get it in Clymer. Some pressure on the inbound. Now to Woodworth. Grotehouse has it. Little with it. She just throws it up. That's going to be an air ball. And there's going to be a foul against Storman on the box out. Grotehouse will head to the line for 2 shots here. 40-49 the score. Titans' only points in this quarter have came from Grotehouse at the free throw line. And that one's good. She's got 8 on the game. 6 of which coming from the charity stripe. Houston will check out. Leading scorer for the Titans with 12. Second one, no good. Almost tipped out of bounds. Church has it. Should have put it up, and they're going to call her for the travel. Could have gotten some free points. And she's still standing there shocked. Titans aren't going to foul, and that's going to be the end of the game. Bombers are going to get the win, improve to 10-3. Titans fall to 7-5. We got some end of the game stats here for you folks. We'll start off with the Titans losing this one 41-49. with 5 points. Only 5 players with points in this game. Dee Church had 5 in the game. 6 points to Lucy Woodworth. 8 points to Grace Grotehouse. 10 to Jaden Clymer. And 12 to the leading scorer for the Titans is Jaden Houston, the sophomore. For the Macomb High Bombers, 2 points belongs to Jordan Hines. 1 point to Aaliyah Abernathy. 2 to Madeline McClure. 5 points to Dakota Thorman. 6 points to Sophie Wilson. 8 to Drew Creasy. 10 points to Kate Stortzum, who fouled out of the game there at the end. And 15 points belongs to Kylie Robinson, the leading scorer for the Bombers and for the game here today. That'll be it from our broadcast. I'm Luke Little, Emily Hagee on camera for me. We'll be back here tomorrow for the Western versus West Hancock boys matchup here at Warsaw High School. That'll be tomorrow night, 6 o'clock for JV. Thanks for joining in and tuning in here for this matchup here today. This has been TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. That's it from here. Everybody have a great night.